Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Tozine's Packers. Now we'll head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 5 matchup.
It's the start of another week of NFL action, and that means it's Thursday night in the NFL here on EA Sports.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms just prior to kickoff for this primetime extravaganza, and this adds another whole layer of excitement when you have this game under the lights.
I think you said it right. Center stage. Players love it. Anytime you turn on the lights, they know it's special, and it brings out the emotion out of these players. And also, though, let's don't forget, the fans, they've been here all afternoon getting ready, so we're going to have a loud crowd also.
The Packers are back deep, waiting for the kick return.
And Sam Martin is set now to kick it away. And this heated rivalry matchup is underway. Nelson's taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20.
And now we've got what you'd call the wily veteran at quarterback, about to head onto the field for the first time today.
Yeah, when you're a quarterback like this and you've had success, you go out in the field, you can't wait for the game to start because veterans think only good things are going to happen to them. So they're confident and ready to go.
The Packers lined up. Everybody split out wide. First down at the 20.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that
one. Receivers get scared sometimes running that slant route. They know their linebackers inside running towards them because they're watching the quarterback's eyes.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Richardson's there to take him down.
Lacy is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
The Packers decked out in a lot of pink, and we see pink throughout the building. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. First down at the 45. He'll throw it over the middle, and it's swatted away. And with that, let's take a look at the Packers offense. There they are, top 5 when it comes to throwing the football in the NFL this season.
Second down now.
The Packers line up, split backfield.
Scanning the field.
Randall Cobb has the reception.
There's just so few quarterbacks who know how to throw it high and far anymore. Nice job that time by the quarterback. That throw was right on the money.
Just 25 yards to pay dirt.
Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Handoff made.
Lacy takes the hit and is brought down. But not until it was a gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down.
Out of the gun. Rodgers got it, and a first.
I I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
The Packers moving inside the 20 and the red zone. Last week, they just feasted on that part of the field.
Let's go.
1st and 10. The give.
Tackle made by Levy that time. Here's the Lions defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. Stepping up to the line at the 10-yard line.
Second and 8.
Nelson has it. Touchdown. That's a terrific start for this team, Phil, with the early touchdown.
Yeah, just the way they planned it, man. You get in there during the week, you practice, you look at all that film, and then you say, here's going to be our starting plays for the game. You go out there, you run them, and you score. That is a great feeling.
Extra point was good.
The Lions are ready to receive the kick. He's got a chance to return this one.
And the tackle is made right around the 32-yard line.
The fastest player to ever reach 16,000 career passing yards. It took him only 55 games played. Quarterback Matt Stafford.
The Packers lined up in the nickel. 1st down at the 32. And he's tackled at the 34-yard line. And now let's take a look at the Lions offense. They've shown this season they're not a team that's going to run the ball very much.
Second down here after that run play.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Gains 19.
Nothing like it when you throw a short pass as a quarterback and get a long play out of it, because it looks like a terrific throw and catch on the stat sheet. Good job that time by the short receiver, making a long gain out of it.
First down at the 47.
With 2 hands, he has it.
And that's a gain of maybe 5. And now here's the Packers defense. They will try for the first time this season to stop the running game.
That leads us to 2nd down. Two tight ends on the field here.
They'll go ground.
Tackle down at the 42-yard line.
The Lions now on 3rd down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in 3rd down situations.
3rd and 5.
It's caught by Fuller. Gains 16. What a
tremendous effort after making the reception, breaking tackles, and picking up additional yardage.
We see this so often now, don't we, in the NFL? These wide receivers are such incredible athletes. Not only can they make spectacular catches, they're strong enough to break tackles like this and get extra yards.
First down on the way. The Packers defense now is going to go nickel. Matthew Stafford from the shotgun. And here's a pass incomplete. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Stafford's lined up, 2 tight ends set. The Lions snap it up at the 26. Heaving it down the field.
Well, when it's 3rd and long early in the game, as a quarterback, as an offense, you just be very careful of this situation and just try not to make a big mistake.
After the incomplete pass, it's 3rd down. The Packers with a nickel look here on defense. Stafford's back in shotgun formation. Has his man.
Good job by the defense. They're well taught, well schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have 4th down.
And Stafford will sneak it.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Play clock's running down. We'll run it with him again. That's a gain of 6.
Lions, they can do it all. Once they get in the red zone, they have the passes, the screens. They can throw it down to the back of the end zone. And how about that play? They can run the football right at you if they want to. And that time they picked up some good yards on that run.
The long drive continues. Gives it to him again. Parries all over that offense and brings him down.
The Packers defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
The Packers with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. They better hurry to get the snap. Set up screen. Catch made. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short, defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a 4th down.
With almost an entire quarter in the books, they at least have a field goal to brag about.
Jim, it's kind of like a round of golf. You know a lot about that. Sometimes you don't birdie or par the first couple holes, but it's a long contest. It's a long game, and I think they got their confidence going with that field goal.
That return's good for about 25.
The Lions defense comes back onto the field. Did not look so good that last series, giving up the touchdown.
Oh, you know the coaches are upset. My gosh, they ran some of the most elementary defenses that you can run, and they had mistakes by the defensive players. And they coached them up on the sidelines. We'll see if we see different results.
Lacey takes the hit and is brought down. This time for 3.
Lacy is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
The Packers are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. The Packers from the 27.
Down the field, the receiver comes down with it. Somehow he outbattles him for the catch. Wow, partner, I think a lot of us need to get our eyes checked. That looked like an interception.
Man, speak for yourself. Yeah, the play was close, but if there's a tie, just like in baseball, it goes to the receiver. At that time, I think it was a tie.
Advancing it now inside the 40.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. He's wide open for the grab. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
Late in the first quarter, and they're stretching their lead out. It looks like they have it in their minds to put this game away early.
Well, that's what they're trying to do, isn't it? They just want to get it over with early, just put all doubt. Just remove all doubt, I should say, from the opponents that you're in for a rough day, and you might as well just give up.
Nelson's over on the sidelines, probably still getting some praise for that last drive. He had over 70 yards receiving on that scoring drive.
And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
Packers defense starts this series knowing the last time they were out here, they allowed a field goal.
Yeah, it was not a good drive for them, and I know the coaches were upset. I was watching them on the sideline yelling at a few guys, so I expect a better effort this time out.
First down at the 26. Brings it in along the sideline.
That's a good job by the receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
2nd and 9 coming up. Stafford standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
Launching it deep. And there's a great catch.
That's reception number 2 for him.
It's just not done enough, I think, in the league anymore. Everybody's so careful. But look what can happen. You can have the perfect throw, the perfect catch, and a big play.
The Lions offense still in gear, hoping to pick up where it left off at the end of the first. Coming to the line at the 50.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
The play clock's running down.
Stafford's going to take it from the gun.
Nick Perry has the sack.
It is truly a bonus when you can take your outside linebacker and let him rush the quarterback and he can get a sack. Nice job that time by the outside linebacker.
The Packers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Stafford's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
And it's batted down.
The Lions don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
That punt could not have been better struck. And now the defense has the advantage with the opposition, with their backs to their own end zone. Watching the ball fly deep down the field has been something we've grown accustomed to seeing today, Phil, and it's led to a bunch of big plays and touchdowns.
It's so exciting to see the football thrown deep down the field and a guy catches it and runs for a touchdown. It's like going to a baseball game and seeing a home run. You're watching something special, and Jim, we have seen that here in this game today.
First down now in a dangerous spot here. Going for the home run. Snatches it with one hand. Right now, this offense doesn't have much to complain about. Holding on to the lead here in the first half. And the passing game partner has been very sharp.
Well, they're probably going to complain that they could have more points because you can never have enough points, Jim. We all know that. But the offensive line, wide receivers, quarterback, and even the coach on the sideline all having a very good first half.
First down here. The Packers come out with a split backfield. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job, makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
The Packers with an empty backfield look here. Snapping out of the gun. Makes the catch. Rodgers tackled down after a gain of 12.
Well, when you're playing this cover 3 defense where 3 defenders are playing deep, that's great. You stop the deep passes, but who's going to stop the quick ones? Well, nobody. That's why the quarterback and the receivers are having really good success throwing these slant patterns.
The completion sets them up now for 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Got drilled as he throws it.
The Packers put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
So now they'll call on Maste to punt the football away. We'll see what he can do here. Gains 14.
The Lions love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
Here's Tate taking the field. He's not having any kind of impact on this game so far, and that's a big reason why his team's behind.
Yeah, when you talk about the run game, the pass protection, the run blocking, there's one word that comes to mind: poorly. Everybody's having a bad day, and especially the wide receiver. He's got to pick it up. He has the ability to raise the level of play of this offense just by his actions.
The Lions have tried to lean on the passing attack so far.
Fuller's been a favorite of his quarterback, and he's proven why he deserves to be targeted so often today.
You're right. He deserves to be targeted because he is one of the better wide receivers in the NFL. And when he catches it, look out, he can get yards after the catch.
Staying with the passing game on first down. Intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Packers didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but that was pretty easy.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Get ready.
Takes it from the gun. And that pass is just thrown away.
I'll say this, in your situation like this, 3rd and long, when you're winning here, if you throw the football, fire the coach. And I'm just saying that because I don't think there's any chance they're going to throw the football in this situation.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Rodgers out wide on the left. They'll go shotgun here. The Packers now move the chains.
The Packers on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for 3rd and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the 1st down. That'll get you going.
Coming to the line of scrimmage right at midfield. Lacy lines up in the backfield. Gets the handle here.
They bring him down at the 41-yard line.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
2nd and 1 on the way.
Lacy, a solo back set. The Packers snap it at the 41.
Tackle is made, and the 1st down is picked up. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Lacy is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the 1st down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the 1st down.
Get ready.
The Packers have it at the 39.
They tackle him for a loss.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on 1st down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
And now they'll try over again on 2nd down.
The Packers at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield.
From the gun.
The catch is made.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Now looking at 3rd down.
The Packers will look to get to the 29 to pick up a 1st.
From the gun. Tim Mastay now called on to punt. That beautifully executed punt now really will help out this defense, forcing the opposition to start the next drive inside the 10.
The Lions' last drive ended with an interception. So what do you think here, Phil? Will they play it a little safer this time around?
Oh, I don't think so. I think what you do on the offensive side, you stay aggressive. It's not a perfect game. There's going to be mistakes and penalties, and you got to learn to overcome that adversity. So go out there, let it go, and try to score points.
Gets about 4 yards that time.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd and 5 coming up. Stafford's got it in the gun. Looking across the middle. He'll pick up 7 this time.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
First down here after the completion.
Stafford with the give. Dix there to make the tackle.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Stafford's all by himself in the backfield for this snap.
2nd down and 6. Takes the hit. Throws. That last pass incomplete, and it brings up 3rd down.
The Packers will come out in the dime. Stafford from the gun. On the money. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
It's first down, right around 3 minutes remaining in the second. The Packers lined up in the nickel. 1st and 10. To the ground. And pick up about 4.
You got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up 2nd. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
Corey Fuller hauls it in. The Lions have clearly been focusing on getting some of their big weapons involved here in the first half. Fuller's been a menace out there in the secondary with huge first half totals.
He does have a lot of talent. That's why they try to get the football to him. But the play design by the offensive coordinator, outstanding. Big game from the wide receiver.
Welcome back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning. Now 1st and 10. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football is arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Second and 10.
Brings it in. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
Stafford in shotgun formation. Can't hold on here.
as this ball's incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Play after play after play here on this drive. The Lions come out in a bunch set. Matthew Stafford from the shotgun. Pulls it in. That's reception number 4 for him.
In this league now, you got to keep these wide receivers and quarterbacks guessing. You just can't come out there and play man-to-man every play and think that's going to work. You got to mix in some zones, some blitzes, and then occasionally go man-to-man coverage.
Stafford's back in shotgun formation. Got the completion. Gains 17.
Jim, they got momentum on their side right now. They are making everything work. That was a nice play. They pick up another first down, and they got a good drive going here.
Marching down the field and taking their time. First down and 10. They'll go ground. Picks up about 2. The Lions signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used. Offense ready to play after calling a timeout. They step up to the 9-yard line. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. And intercepted. Tackles made.
You got to stay aggressive on the defensive side. That time the defense did. Even though the offense was going in to score, they come up with the big play, and they get the interception inside their own 20-yard line.
The Packers bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
A good first half of action here, and soon we'll be sending you to Orlando and to our host, Larry Ridley. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. Now let's get to it. The Lions really played well last week, but that hasn't always been the case today. The Packers have done a good job upsetting their rhythm, and that shows on the scoreboard. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Packers lined up at the 10. Pass will be completed to the sidelines. And he capped off the long drive with the TD. Packers is up now by 7. Hit to late in the first. Tolzien's got the completion here, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 35. Packers still on the field. The pass will be caught over the middle. And a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. Packers push their lead to 11. We go to the second quarter. Stafford's on target here, and he ends up at their own 49-yard line. Lions will later turn it over on an interception. Lions have it late in the second. Stafford's under pressure and throws the pick. Hernandez is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. So that'll do it for us. We'll send you back down to the field where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms are on the call.
Ford Field is the site of today's game. Jim Nantz once again sitting side by side with Phil Simms for the call as we get set for the third quarter.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And the illegal block in the back is going to move this team back.
Yeah, you know, Jim, the rule of thumb here is if you can read the name on the back of the jersey, don't block it.
The Packers defense now is going to go nickel. And here we go, the first snap of the second half.
Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field.
Holding offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
Stafford standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Two hands on the football and has the catch. That's his first reception today.
Well, when you're down a couple scores in the second half, you're just looking for some positives and trying to get some momentum on your side. So that first down by the offense, maybe that'll give them some confidence, and we'll see where they go with it from here.
The Lions take it from the 28. Ends up picking up 3 yards. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run, nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
Second down here. Second and 6.
Here's the handoff. Picks up about 5.
When you're going against a really athletic defense, there's nothing like reverses and the counter run game, because they see it, they go, and you counter it, and that's why it works to perfection.
The Lions snap it at the 36. Flyers tackled down after a gain of 2.
First and 10.
Got hit on release. Second and 10 coming up. The Packers with a nickel look here on defense.
Second down and 10.
Stafford's pass will go for an incompletion this time.
Tough situation you found yourself in. Third and long, you're losing the football game. There are not many plays here that are going to pick up the first down, so be careful here. Don't be too aggressive. If you're too aggressive, you will make a mistake. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Stafford's going to take it from the gun. Makes the catch in open space. That's 5 receptions on the day.
Lions put themselves in a terrible situation. Third and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that first down.
Stafford's completion percentage, 60% on the day. He runs with it right up the gut.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. Second down and 7.
Feeds him again. Burnett's the one who brings him to the ground.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
3rd and 2 here after the run. Stafford from the gun. The Lions get a first down. That's been the story of this game. Another 3rd down conversion to move the chains.
This is where on the defensive side, where you have the lead, the team's driving against you, call something different so you can come up with a big play and stop the offense.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. For a gain of about 5. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line. Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
Poirier is the target.
The Packers have speed on the defensive side, no doubt about it. And when they're backed up, they don't have to worry about players going by them because they're in the red zone. They become even faster. Way to get to the football on that throw and catch. And they stop the play for a short gain. Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Three-step drop, throws the pass. And that's a touchdown, and they inch closer. How important was that score, Phil? Facing a big deficit and suddenly scoring a touchdown, and things look a whole lot different.
It was great. It was great. What a job to find a way to score that touchdown. And now the coach has got to look at the scoreboard and start thinking of a different strategy since this game has gotten close.
Handoff out of the eye. You talk about momentum. That turns into an 8-point trip, the touchdown and the 2.
This offense and the head coach and the offensive coordinator, they're all aggressive. So, hey, well, it's not good enough just to get a touchdown. They want to get that extra point or 2 points. Nice job that time.
The Packers are back deep, ready to return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. As we see the stats now, you really like what both guys have been able to do at wideout today, Phil.
Yeah, they have been spectacular out there on the field. The numbers are awesome. This league, once again, we know it's about the pass, and we saw it here today.
The Packers have it at the 24. Levy's the one who made the big stop.
The Packers offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
The Lions defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. 2nd down and 11. The catch is made by Randall Cobb. That's another reception, giving him 2.
Well, the defense, they give up a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. The Packers have it at the 39. Takes it out of the eye.
Lions guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Going deep.
Well, it's do or die right now, and you've got to go ahead and make the call to give your offense a chance to get this first down. And I know this team, they have a lot at their disposal. I think there's a play in there that's going to give them a good chance.
Third down on the way. Lacy, a solo back sack. Stands in the pocket. Looking to go down the field here. Here's the punt by Mastay. Looking for a lane on the return. And that's a gain of 10.
The Lions offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. When you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
First down at the 22. They tackle him at the 26-yard line. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. It's caught by Fuller. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. The Lions have gotten the familiar face back in the game plan today. Fuller's having a huge game after not being very involved last week, partner.
Yeah, listen, he's one of the best in the NFL. We all know that, and they've done a good job getting the football to him, getting involved early, and, man, can he take off.
First down at the 34. Running right through the trenches.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Lions come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. The Lions take it from the 38. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. That's reception. Number 7 for him.
The Lions look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Stafford's completed his last 6 passes. First and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Brought down at the 32.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Coming to the line at the 32.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
On the money. He's tackled at the 28. We head to the fourth. Which of these defenses will crack first? We'll be back after this. So here we go, partner. The fourth quarter about to get underway, and you feel like the next offense that scores is going to end up winning the game.
Oh, I think so. When you think about this, my gosh, it's been so difficult and so hard for the offenses to do anything. So if somebody can come up with a new thought process here, make that one big play down the field, that's the team that's going to win.
So they complete that one, yet it's still second down. The Packers come out in a dime package. Final quarter underway now with this snap. They deck him in the backfield.
Pass rushers, defensive players, they love situations like this, don't they? They got a little lead there. It's in the second half, and it's third and long. You are expecting pass, so you can just let it go and try to get after the quarterback.
Loss of 4 on the play. The line of scrimmage, the 32-yard line. Matthew Stafford will be under center. Trying to beat the play clock. Hand off. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
The Packers defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Puts it through the upright. Needed plenty of leg on that one. Just starting the fourth, and this game is now tied as that field goal has set us up for one heck of a last quarter, Phil.
Yeah, all the fun is out of this game now, guys. It's up to you. Can you be smart enough to make the right calls and not make that mistake that's going to cost you the game?
Nelson's going to test the coverage here. And Brooks is in on the tackle. That return's good for about 19. Looking at some of these stats now, it's surprising to see how much the passing game has fallen off since the start of this one, Phil.
Yeah, there's a lot of answers to that, Jim. First off, the coverage has been better. The pass rush has picked up. And the biggest thing of all, the quarterback is just off target.
First down at the 17. The reception by Lacy. Gains 17. We have a tie ball game, Phil, but this is a quarterback who has had it his way all day long, and he wants the football in his hands at the end.
Oh, of course he does, because everything is going his way. When you see a quarterback this hot, of course we know he's not doing it all by himself. The offensive line, they've been outstanding, and the wide receivers, they are going and getting that ball.
Now first and 10. They'll run it here. And he's able to get out to the 34-yard line. And here as we look at the rushing numbers, there's not much there on the ground, even though this game is tied.
Yeah, balance is not the word for this offense today. If you want to run the football, do it maybe in an unconventional way, some draws, some misdirections. That's what they need to do.
The Packers are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation out of the shotgun. Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt.
Let's go.
Third down and 10. And Cobb can't hold on that time. early in the fourth, and another great defensive stop. It's urgency time for these offenses.
It sure is. Let's see which offense can go out there and make a play and not make the mistake, because these defenses are playing so well. When you try to force the issue in a game like this, a lot of times the offense makes the big mistake to lose the game.
Let's see what he can do here. Gains 13. Looking at the stats now, you see two wide receivers who have filled the role of being a #1 option today.
Yeah, you always want one wide receiver to step up for your football team and focus on him and see if he can get it done. But I'll tell you this, in the NFL now, you need 3 good wide receivers on every single team.
First down at the 30. Looking for some daylight up the middle. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. Handoff made. Perry's able to read that play and make the hit.
The Packers defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line, and they tackle the runner for a loss.
Third and 7. Secures it with 2 hands.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Stafford's completion percentage 70% on the day. First down and 10. Has his target. Brought down at the 26. That's his 8th catch of the day. This is a wide receiver, Phil, right here, who loves to get his hands on the football.
Yeah, we've talked about him all day long. What else can I say about him except he's great? Jim, that's what he has in common with you.
Line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line.
This play set up by the long gainer. Stafford in shotgun formation. Catch made. Gains 15.
Jim, when you see these out routes thrown and caught, it's all about timing and rhythm. The quarterback, he has both. That throw is right on target. Nice throw and catch. Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time if you're the quarterback. It's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zone. Be careful with the football. You at least want to get 3 points out of this.
And he hauls it in.
The Lions are trying to go down the field that time with the throw, but nobody's open. They throw it short. Doesn't fool the defense, and they get very few yards.
Stafford's completion percentage 70% on the day. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The give. Tackle made by Daniels. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Matthew Stafford backed off the line, shotgun formation. Stafford's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
The kick is good.
That field goal puts them in a great position to win the game. The defense now will be rallying, trying to make a stop.
Okay, yeah, you know, the good thing is they got the lead. We're in the fourth quarter, but in the back of your mind, you have to think, wow, we really could have used 7, and you worry that that 3 points is going to come back to haunt you.
Nelson's going to take a knee, so this will come out to the 20. It's somewhat surprising to see, but you look at the rushing totals, and this part of their game has become less effective as the game's gone on.
I think the running back is starting to tire a little bit as you watch him run. Just doesn't look as determined as he was early in the game.
First down at the 20. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's why you like defenders who are good punishing tacklers. Make those receivers worry about coming over the middle. They'll be careful the rest of this game because of that big hit.
This will be second down. Quarters formation here for the defense. From the gun. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
3rd and 10. Surveys. Gets it out for the completion. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
The Packers just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. And as we see the stats flash up, as a head coach, you have to be happy when your quarterback bounces back the way he has today.
Absolutely. You know the head coach is happy about this. And look, when your quarterback is hot, let him keep throwing the football.
From just inside the 30.
First down at the 29.
A nice grab. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers.
Finding the end zone for the first time this season.
Well, Jim, I know you wouldn't know anything about this, but scoring a touchdown, it is a great thing. But when you're a rookie, man, it is spectacular. What a play by the rookie.
And the point after is good. The Packers defense will now be ready to get on the field. Their offense moved the ball over 80 yards on that last drive. Really no answer for them on what was a very impressive drive. Hubbard's there to take it down. That return's good for about 24. Looking at this comparison, Phil, it's fun to see these two quarterbacks going head-to-head in a tightly contested game.
Yeah, so well played on the offensive side by both teams. The quarterbacks, they've been very sharp. They're on target with the football, and their offensive lines are playing very well.
Stafford has everybody split out wide for this snap. First down at the 29. Two hands on the football and has the catch. The catches have come in bunches for this wide receiver, Phil.
Good job by this wideout today. He is finding a way to catch the football, but let's also give credit to the offensive line for pass protection and the coaching staff. They have done a tremendous job of coming up with different plays to find different ways for him to catch the football.
Corey Fuller hauls it in.
And it's Clay Matthews in on the play.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Stafford's completion percentage 70% on the day.
The defense at this point trying to keep him out of the end zone. Here's the first snap after the big play. They'll go ground. Picked up a couple that time.
Defense wasn't fooled by that play call. The defense, even though their team is leading, they were ready for the run, and they stopped the offense that time just for a couple yards.
2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back as we return from the 2-minute warning, and the offense is trying to mount a late rally here. Dropping back 3. It's intercepted. He's brought down. Stafford's going to be kicking himself for a long time when he thinks back on that interception. A critical error at the worst possible time, Phil.
Hey, listen, it was the worst. It was bad timing. I'll tell you, the coaches might be trying to kick him too, because that took all the chances away they had for winning this game.
The Packers won in a runaway last week, Phil, and now they're going to try to win one that's going to come down to the wire.
I think all the teams in the league know when you're sharp, you're going to win the games, and that's the easy way to win. But can you find a way to win when your football team is not as sharp? We're going to find out.
First down at the 18. And straight ahead, Lacey. They immediately call for a timeout. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. Back out there for action after that defensive timeout. The Packers line up, split backfield. Second down and 9. Gets the handle here. Liptulele makes the tackle. And they're going to call a timeout here to stop the clock. On the way, third down. They call his number once more. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down. And they'll try to conserve time here with this timeout. The Packers are going to punt the football. Wants to give it a go here. They bring him down at the 29-yard line. They needed the ball back, and they got it off the punt. And now they need points, and they do have timeouts to work with here in the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, having those timeouts is everything. What do we always say? Use those timeouts in the first half. In the second half, protect them like they're gold. Give this offense and the coach credit. They saved a couple, and that's going to help them in this drive.
The Lions have it at the 29. He makes the catch. That picks up 11.
Well, when you see a play like this by the offensive player, that is a great reflection on the coach. You can tell they've gone over these situations. When you're fighting the clock and you can get out of bounds, get it done. Good job by the offensive player there.
First down. Pressure on every snap now. First down at the 40. The Lions now move the chains. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
Good job by the offense here, Jim. Be in a hurry-up mode. You have no timeouts left. You need to get this play clock stopped.
Tate's going to pull in the bullet pass.
When you see the defensive back on the inside of a wide receiver, you have a corner route on, make sure you throw it towards the sideline, let the wide receiver outrun the defensive back, and he makes a nice catch there. I agree with spiking the football here, Jim. You spike it, you stop the clock, and it gives you time to have a little breather to think of the situation and call a good play in the huddle.
The Lions have used all of their timeouts. They'll have to go the rest of the way here in the fourth quarter without one. Stafford's got it in the gun. Fourier has the reception. He's brought down at the 23-yard line. Third down coming up. Needing a first at this point.
Well, you go to the hurry-up offense for many reasons. One, you're trying to get as many plays off and use as little time on the clock as possible. That's what you have to do when you have no timeouts left. Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
The offense back on the field here for this 4th and 4. Back at the line. They're going for it on 4th. The Lions take it from the 23. Detroit in for the touchdown. That's his first touchdown catch of the season.
That's what you want to do. When you're behind late in the game, you get the football, you want to drive down the field, eat up the time off the clock, and score the touchdown to put you ahead. What a job by the offense.
The Lions with the PAT to come. He made it. So with this late lead change, we've had another twist in what's been a great game, and now we'll see if this offense has one more drive in them. Nelson's going to drop to a knee here, so this will come out to the 20. Eddie Lacy on his way out to the huddle again. These are tense moments in this game as the offense desperately needs points on this very possession.
And don't go away from the run game in a situation like this. Trust me, I know what defensive linemen are thinking. Sack the quarterback. So the run, it's going to catch him by surprise, and it'll probably work.
The Packers will need to get to about the 38 on this drive before they can even factor in a field goal opportunity. Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. The Packers come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. 2nd and 10. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. The Packers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Following that timeout, offense back out on the field. The Packers come to the line of scrimmage with 2 timeouts to play with. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Packers snap it at the 26. Rodgers got it. First down. That's a timeout call. That's his 5th catch of the day. Now on first down. Every snap crucial the rest of the way. First down at the 35. And on the catch, it's Randall Cobb. The Packers call for a timeout. They want to talk it over on what should be coming up, the final play of the game. Rodgers split out wide on the left. 2nd down and 6. Wants to go deep. And it's going to fall incomplete. Their comeback effort comes up short.
Well, it's a big performance in front of a primetime audience and a sweet victory in the end.
Of course, the players are not thinking about the fact that, hey, a lot of people are watching us here today in this game. But when you win, and then you sit back and think everybody was watching us and you played well, boy, that is some great experience.
So for Phil Simms and all